Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Orwell. Orwell is defined as a thriller-driven story game or an investigation simulator, depends on how you look at it. In its core, it is a game simulating a role of a modern police officer or detective, whatever you want to call it, we'll get into that later on, who is given a case that he is trying to unravel. I have only played this game a little, basically went through the first day seeing the tutorial and how the game works to figure out all the ropes so that we don't have to bother with menial tasks. Now we are going to play it for real, and I'm hoping that I will be able to go through the entire game with you guys being my viewers. So we're going to create a new profile. We need a name for ourselves, so what would we be called? Let's say that we are called John Betsy. I kinda like that name. Or no, we're gonna be called Rudolph Calvin. And we need to select a profile picture as well. What about you? Nah. This guy looks good. Okay, let's be this guy. We're gonna be Rudolph Calvin. Now we need to put in our email address. I've already put it in before, so no problem with that. And we need to agree to the following terms. I'm aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. The nation is the nation that we are serving. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief, and while working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. I agree. So now we'll have a little introductory video. Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. Your registration is now complete. Please wait. We are logging in. Episode 1. The clocks were striking 13. Okay, so now you saw our case. We are to investigate a bombing on the Freedom Plaza. Now Orwell, as you probably guessed from the name, has a lot of, I would say, morally objective things in it, and it will be upon us to decide what we're gonna do with them. The basic for the game is this window. We are going to operate with many things that will be given to us, and we'll have to figure out how the case is going. I don't know how much freedom you have to fail. More like I'm pretty sure that the game is aiming to show you how intrusive the modern technology can be. Anyway, this is Symes. Symes is our mentor. You're online. Good. Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we will form both the first and the last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there has been an incident, so let's get started. I've activated the reader tool for you. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. So, reader is one of the things that we will work with quite a lot. We have the National Beholder, which is the news, giving us the information on what is happening. Feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you are done. So the leading newspaper of the nation, fast, precise, and honest. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Bonton. Explosive destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities receive strange letter. So let's look at it in more detail. Detonation destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Terrorist ambition suspected as a mysterious letter reaches authorities. Bonton. At approximately 7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated at the Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to the official police reports, 3 people were killed and at least 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. By the way, before you complain, I haven't really read all this when I was trying the first day before. I tried to go through it and just learn the ropes, so don't think that I know much more than you guys. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming that the explosive device was homemade and triggered from a short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirmed that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken sind frei, the thoughts are free, had reached the local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been brought to justice. Interesting. However, there are some more news in there. We have the negotiations in Triflith failed and movie shooting completed. I don't think that the movie shooting 100 Grey Shadows, shooting of the Grey Shadow saga has finalized. The saga hit the theaters on the next Valentine's Day. Remember, after a lengthy shot of the hills of Bonton, self-proclaimed blah blah blah, for the final chapter of the Grey Shadow saga. Previously was a Grey Shadow and another Grey Shadow. Okay, I think this is not related, but I'm interested in the bombing in Bonton. The negotiations in Triflith, because this seems like it could be important. Pargesian president aborts negotiations with opposition. Violent riots in Triflith. Blaine encourages renewal. Triflith. Peace negotiations in the riot-ridden Pargesian capital city Triflith have been aborted without any result last night. Independent sources report that President Cassard abruptly cut off communication with opposition representatives as the latter presented a tangible plan for the organization of re-elections. The news about the premature cancellation of the negotiations caused thousands of people to resume demonstrations in the capital. It has been reported that demonstrators wearing hoods threw incendiary material into shop windows and onto cars. The police struggled to keep the situation under control. Prime Minister Blaine started his worries about the negative developments regarding the political situation of the neighboring country and has requested both sides to resume diplomatic discussions. This might be important. Terrorists usually don't act just because they want to. Okay, now we have the unknown person. This is the lady that has been seen in the introductory camera footage. She has been identified. We have her police ID. The profiler holds all the known information. The blue-haired woman from the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. So this is how we're gonna work. We need to complete her profile and get all the information we need about her, and then get some more. So her name is Cassandra Watergate. We can do this. We can drag all the important information into the Orwell, and it will identify her for us. So this is her, Cassandra Watergate. We can put in the profile picture. She was... Okay, names and photos are crucial. Okay, these informations are called data chunks, by the way. She has been charged with an assault on a police officer, previously arrested for assault on a police officer. So let's look at that. Yes, and because we have put this in the system, we got a related document. So this is how you basically uncover all the information that you can deal with. Good with the data you extracted from the police record, and your document can now be assessed. Now let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. Now, we have her on assault on a police officer. She was arrested by Lloyd Duncan, held at Bonton Central PD. Suspect was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. So she was attacked and found kneeling and weeping on the ground. So she was part of a protest somewhere. And she was suspected that she attacked someone. Okay. Now, is this woman a terrorist? The National Beholder. Oh god, they got her already. Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago. Remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Cassandra W. Simple protester or anti-governmental terrorist? The case that keeps the media and the public guessing. Cassandra W. pictured above. Cassandra Watergate, who has allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in a police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. Wait, we have... Okay, April 14, 2017. This is from July 25th, 2016. Okay, so we're reading an old newspaper now. I'm wondering because we saw her outside and it says she's still in the police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage on a Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration against the newest amendments to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. Okay. So let's take this information. Now we know that she has assaulted a police officer during the riot. The exact same location at the assault. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Sure, another coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely, and we should find out why. We should also gather more background information on her. We want to know who we're dealing with. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect crimes to the accused Cassandra Watergate, who is an artist by profession. Okay, it's important for us. Related document found. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance? Great, you found a document. This is the tutorial. I'm just gonna skip through it because those are information that I have already read. Basically, it told us that not all the information that we find can or should be used. Sometimes you don't want to use them because they might be misleading and you need to put the case together. You will see what this means in a second. So anyway, she has denied the accusations completely and has asked her fans to show their support. A trial has now been scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention when Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, labeled the alleged perpetrator alongside the other rioters as anti-governmental terrorists. Interesting. So she has been framed and it has become a big issue around the nation. So now we have Cassandra's Portfolio, which is probably her Tumblr or something. Harboring outstanding art. So we could now update this pic in there, but I'd rather not. This is awful. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Okay, so in Wonderland right behind the rainbow, profile update. I don't think this is important for us. Glad you found me. Finally I found the courage to quit my dull day job and focus on my art career. So she quit her previous job. I think this is important. Okay, so we've uploaded that. Interesting. We should find out what the job was. And put my stuff on Portfolio. Below you will find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through them by clicking on the arrows. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome. Leave a message on my utel account. Okay, so now we got a contact. Good. Good, you found a chat handle. This will allow us to overhear any conversation. The listener has now been unlocked. So we now have a thing here that we can tap into electronic communication for that and see what the suspects do. And tell me which piece you'd like. I'm gonna make a fine art print and ship it right away to your doorsteps. Best thing, free of charge. Actually, that's pretty cool of her. Cassandra's Gallery. My beloved furball Kikiko. Definitely the only family I need. Yep, that beaut is me. I was never sure about the title though. The businessman's forgotten daughter, or the victim of traditionalism in pink. What do you think? Okay, so her father is a businessman. And what about this one? Christmas present for my darling. This was actually meant to be a private piece, but oh well, I'd have a hard time keeping it to myself. Okay, so she's in a relationship. Good. Okay, and this is Kikiko. So, we have no information here, but we got the listener. So, there's a chat going on between her and an unknown person. Hey you, Cassandra. Hey Jossie. Unknown person. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. I'm in the middle of buying all the Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Still a credit card from an unknown person. Interesting. Can't stop me now. Well, luckily for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. Okay, so this is just... they're probably a couple. I don't think this is important. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-around badass, have in mind this time? Okay, so this is important. She is in relation with her attorney. You now have a profile for a related person that can be assessed via the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into the relevant profiles. Okay. Wait, where were we? Perhaps just a business call from one of his favorite clients. Actually, yes, that is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. I guess I better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents then. So she's daughter of pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. Okay. Oh, come on, I was only teasing. Watergate Pharma... okay, blah blah blah. Oh, come on, I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you going to tell them about us? Yeah, maybe. Gotta go now, text you later. Session closed. So what do we know so far? She's a daughter of pharmaceutical entrepreneurs. She quit her previous job to focus on an art career, and she was previously arrested for assault on a police officer in Freedom Plaza. That's the background. We don't know much about her... I don't know what that is. Personality, not much. Alliances, activities, accounts. We have a utel account, and we know that she is in contact with Joseph Langley. We don't know much about him, though. Her occupation is an artist, and she's in a relation, so it's going swell, isn't it?